Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we're back in the world of Infinity, picking up right after we left off. That was kind of a weird little glitch there. Anyways, so in the last episode, we kind of started working on building up some mana, slowly but surely. Yeah, we're doing good. And we kind of talked, kind of randomly chatted about friends and whatnot, so... Why is it not one... Oh, they are connected. Oh, they got a little graphic. Okay, cool. Anyway, so this episode, I kind of want to talk about, and I'm going to keep kind of working on Botania because Botania is not that exciting to watch, but it is something that I can work on while I. So I want 4 blue and 4 cyan. Okay. 4 blue. What was the other one? Cyan. Right, blue. Do I have cyan? There they are. Alright, so something I kind of want to talk about this episode is... I kind of want to talk about... Because, once again, like I said, I build this off not necessarily things you guys ask me specifically to talk about. And we'll get a little bit more on talking about some of the things in the world that affect you guys, but all right, we need 8 cyan, 4 blue, 4 pink. So 8 cyan, 4 blue, and 4 pink. Cool. All right, so I kind of want to talk about the business of YouTube because I've had a lot of people ask me about that. A lot of people really want to get into doing YouTube, right? And I completely understand. It's a very interesting job, to say the least. Probably one of the more interesting ones I've had. The one thing that I kind of wanted to go over with everybody that I don't think a lot of people really know about or think about much is the business of is the business of YouTube, right? And you might be asking yourself, what do you mean the business of YouTube? So, for me, for the most part, this is my job, okay? This is how I pay my bills. This is how I feed my kids. I pay my rent. I do everything, right? Is by screaming at my computer professionally. And it's a exciting job. It's fun. It's interesting, but it's kind of hard. I think I'm gonna go marble. Yeah, I'm gonna go marble. But at the same point, it's, how do I explain this? It is a stressful job. Now, you may be asking, okay, how is playing a video game a stressful job? The stress part isn't the actual recording video. Well, I don't know. Basically, the stressful part about it is that it is not a job that in any way, shape, or form is financially steady. At least at the level that I'm at right now, okay? And a lot of you guys might be kind of confused. No, I don't want to put those down yet. I might. Kind of confused because it's like, well, you got, 31,000, you're getting, 15,000 views a day and da-da-da-da-da and stuff. You guys got to understand, from the YouTube side of it, it's, you really don't get paid much. It's like a penny or two per view. So you watching this right now is making me a penny. And you know what? Not going to complain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But when it's all said and done, when you're at the level that I'm at, now if you've got a channel where you're getting, 100,000 views a video, or a couple 100,000 views a day, this conversation is probably a little bit different, okay? financially. So, for any of you guys that don't know, I own an ice cream truck. I sold video games for many years. I was the store manager of GameStops. If any of you guys are familiar with what Game Crazy is, that's not really super nationwide, so I don't expect a lot of you guys to really know what that is. But I've even, ran video game departments at Toys R Us and Circuit City when they were still around. Most of you, God, some of you guys might not even have been alive when that place was still open. But let's actually put down these since we're here. Oh, they're different because they got a little bit of juice in them. That's weird. Anyways, and well, hello, little slimy guy. Come here. There you go. And here's another one. What ended up happening is I really kind of got burned out of the job, which, once again, a lot of people might be surprised on how do you get burned out of talking about video games all day. It's because you're talking about video games all day, and sometimes it's not as exciting as one may think. So, plus I'm, a father raising 2 teenage daughters on my own, and to be honest with you, I was not really able to spend the time with them that I wanted. I was missing, different events that they were taking part in. Will that hit it? Did that make it? Cool. School plays and functions and stuff like that. So I had a van, and I decided one day, you know what, are these working? Oh, they're not close enough. I thought they would be. This always works for me before. Maybe I need to go one higher. Anyways, God, sorry. It's hard for me to think and talk at the same time. Alright, are these connected now? No. Alright, apparently they changed things up on me. Let's try this real quick. Why are these not hitting this? Sorry. Okay, now that one's connected to it. But this one is not. Maybe I just had to leave it there longer. Anyways. So yeah, I had a van, and I started, I turned it into an ice cream truck. It's so weird that these aren't connecting to that. Okay, I guess I'll make a couple more mana spreaders. Anyways, so yeah, I turned my van into an ice cream truck, and I did that for a while because then I worked for myself, and I could kind of make my own hours and everything. And yeah, so that's why I started doing that. And is this thing out of juice? Why is this not going in? Oh, it's at the end. It finished. That went all the way to bedrock? Wow. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to have to move our core. Anyways, God, I'm having so much trouble focusing on this conversation. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, I started driving an ice cream truck. I did that for quite a while, and it wasn't a bad gig. Not complaining. But, it wasn't... I don't know. I started doing this at the same time, right? So I started doing YouTube and thoroughly enjoyed it, and really didn't have any true hopes and aspirations that it would ever get any place that could pay my bills. Now I can say, and I'm very happy about this, is that it has become a job that kind of covers my bills. It's not 100% perfect, but it's not bad. Can I set this on top of here? Perfect. All right. And so basically, like I said, it helps Oh, come on. You have to connect to that. It's right on top of it. Let's do this to this. And do this to this. And then we'll do here to here. And here to here. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I started doing this. So it really doesn't cover things. So I do streaming. And streaming is kind of like YouTube, where I could stream for 8 hours and get 0 donations. I could stream for 10 minutes and make $100. Just you to there. Oh, I actually have to connect him now. Okay. All right, let's try something. Let's try something. Hold on. Kind of wasting stuff here. So basically, I have to unfortunately try and figure out every way I can generate money. And that's tricky because, now did that work? All right, cool. I just have to connect them. You know, I basically have to figure out how to play a video game and make money. And it's not necessarily the easiest thing. And so what happens, now this is where any of you guys, and once again, I'm not asking for you guys to, you know, pay my bills or anything like that. But, now these ones just naturally connected. Weird. Now are these connected? Alright, well that's kind of cool. It kind of shows that they're set up to it. Alright, so, okay, I'm going to focus. I'm probably just going to run around a bit. So anyways, so yeah, I try and do as many things, you know, hoping that it will generate revenue. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking yacht trips. I'm not taking vacations. I'm not buying things. I would say monetary-wise, money-wise, I'm a pretty relatively humble person. You know, I think, honestly, this is kind of funny. I think about this every once in a while. I haven't purchased shoes, new shoes, in like 2 years. And, you know, it's just, I have other things to spend my money on, you know, food and rent. So really, all my money goes towards pretty much taking care of myself and my kids, the basic needs. But I will admit, one of the kind of hardest parts about this was, and still to this day, I feel weird anytime I might be asking for any help. You know, just a, you know, a normal guy pride thing of pretty much asking for handouts. And I've had tons of my friends who've been doing this a lot longer than me that say, look, you got to get over it, because when it comes down to, if people want to donate, if people want to buy something, if people want to contribute, it's their choice. You're not forcing them to do anything. You're just simply saying, hey, if you want to do whatever, here's an outlet. Here's a way to do it, right? So, you know, I've tried to do that, and you guys have no idea how thankful I am. I mean, every time I pay my rent or pay, you know, my, you know, internet bill or anything like that, trust me, it doesn't get lost on me that if it wasn't for the generosity of most the people who watch my stuff, I wouldn't be able to do this. And I mean, when I say I wouldn't be able to do this, I mean like YouTube and streaming, because if I had to go get like a quote unquote, you know, grown up real job, then I wouldn't have time to do this. So, I mean, that's the big thing. And that's what a lot of, like I said, a lot of friends and people that I know from this community have told me, is they're like, look, if they like your content and they want to contribute, they're contributing for the content. You know, you can't sit there and think, oh, well, they're paying their bills. So, so like, kind of on that note, for a lot of you guys that may not generally click links, I'll let you guys know. This is the shameless self-promoting part. I have, now, obviously I make money from you guys watching the YouTube videos. Not a ton, but it's something, right? And then I also, obviously, if any of you guys want to come check out the Twitch, come hang out, and that, you know, that definitely helps out, you know, with any sort of donations and whatnot. Is that a juice? This is that a juice. Cold Coke. There you go. There you go. What's this doing in here? Perfect. You know, if any of you guys want to come, you know, check that out and whatever. But at the same time, I still do this because I love it. So I'm not saying like, oh, you know, come check out my stream so you can give me money. If you come hang out, I have a lot of very loyal streaming fans who come hang out all the time, and they don't have the money to donate. And I get that because, you know what? Neither do I. If I had the money, man, I'd be that guy. You guys have probably heard about that guy that goes to, he mostly goes to CSGO. But he's just this dude that apparently just has a ton of money, and he'll just go to people's CSGO streams and just drop like $5 grand or like $10 grand. If I had the money, I would totally do that. That would be so awesome. Will this take charcoal? It does. Okay, cool. Anyways, but yeah, I would love to be that guy, right? But, you know, unfortunately, in my situation right now, I can't. So, but at the same time, you know what? Maybe donating isn't your thing. I do have a shirt store. It is 100% controlled and maintained by myself. I do it completely alone. A lot of the shirt stuff I've created. There are a couple things in there that H-Dog and Psychic, for any of you guys that come to my streams, they're my, you know, Zybot, you know, they're my my awesome moderators over there. And they're great artists that they've drawn. Actually, one of the shirts, one of the Modi 101 shirts, was drawn by my 15-year-old daughter. So that makes me super proud that I'm able to kind of show off something that that my daughter made. I think that's super awesome. So, but yeah, we got t-shirts and mugs and buttons and phone cases and all kinds of stuff. I try and make them as reasonably priced as I can. You know, there's sweatshirts on there for like $40, which is probably the most expensive thing. Mind you, there's shops I've seen where they're selling their sweatshirts for like ridiculous, like hundreds of dollars, you know. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Good for you. And if people are going to pay it, well, I'm not here to judge, but, you know. And then also, something that I don't have in my comment sections, which just reminds me I got to add it soon, is I started a Patreon account because I actually had a handful of you guys ask me to do that. And basically what Patreon is that it is a service for artists. You know, technically, for lack of a better term, I am a artist doing this. I am a entertainer, and I may not always be entertaining, but I am an entertainer. And you know, other artists and stuff like that can use it. And basically what it is, it's just a thing where people want to donate. It's kind of a recurring, like say you say, you know what, I'll do $5 a month. Every month I get $5 from you, and it just auto deducts. You can cancel at any time and whatnot. But like I said, I did have a decent sized handful of people ask me to do that. So, you know, oh, did I get draconium dust? There's draconium dust in the ground here. Oh, I'm definitely moving that thing. Let's actually do this real quick. Yeah, so I mean, you know, check it out. It's under obviously Modi 101, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things that, you know, you guys can do if you can. But at the same point, even if this was making me no money, which, mind you, it did for the majority of the time I've done this. The whole thing of this making money is still a pretty new concept, to say the least. As long as I have the time to do it and I can do it, I'm going to keep doing this. Because outside of the business side of it, I started doing this because I enjoy it. I love playing this stupid blocky pixelated game. I love making jokes and chit-chatting and BSing with people. And I still love that. You know, the YouTube money comes in and I'm like, awesome. And I pay my rent, and to be honest with you, I don't think about it again. But when I look and see, you know, wow, there's that video got, 4,000 views or even bigger. The bigger thing is when I go to watch it, I go look at my channel. I'm like, wow, that video has been up for an hour, 60 minutes, and it has 500 views. Holy poop. And that's why, seeing, people say first in my comment section is awesome. To see that people are excited about it. And, this is kind of a little offshoot here. I love when people say first, second, third. I love when people say 529th. I love when people say, third comment or fifth like or whatever. I love that stuff. There's so many people on YouTube that get so fired up and are convinced that, oh, it's a waste of comment space. It's not. It takes me a millisecond. Oh, the word first. Okay, good. I'm excited about it. Anybody who thinks that it is something that YouTube, I'm not speaking for all YouTubers. I can only speak for myself. For anybody who thinks that that is not something that I find cool, you're wrong. Period. Flat out wrong. Love that stuff. Comments where people say, hey, Bodie. Love it. People who just say, love the video. Love it. I love that stuff. That stuff is so cool to me. Why is this one not spinning as fast? What did I do differently? So weird. Anyways, no, I love that stuff. I cannot get enough of that stuff. So, keep them coming. So, but anyways, like I said, guys, I want you guys to enjoy the content. If it comes across where somebody helps me out, awesome. As much as I can use the money, it's not what I'm here for. But I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a kind of behind the scenes, as Snoop would say. I figured I'd ruin your immersion and talk about YouTube in a YouTube video. So, all right, guys, well, we're going to wrap it up there. Remember, keep letting me know on subjects you guys would like me to talk about. If I know anything about it, maybe I'll do a chit-chatting video, because I love doing these, and the response from you guys has actually been really great. I'm a big fan. Stop eyeballing me, Witch. I'm not joking. You're pushing it. You're pushing it, punk. All right, guys, wait. Until the next episode of Infinity, I want to thank you guys ever so much for hanging out. Make sure you hit that like button. Questions, comments, concerns, or ideas of our little chit-chat sessions. Oh, look at that. That's a couple king slimes just hanging outside my base. Okay. Any of that, put that down in the comment section. Until the next episode of Infinity, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.